Hi guys, welcome back to Chess the Matthew. So on this video, I will show you on how to beat the Caro-Kann defense. So the set opening start with the moves up e4 and after c6 with the intention to have a support for the d5 push, and after here the white plays d4 trying to control the center. But after d5 with an early tension to the center, there is simple variation for white here, which is the modern variation with the knight c3. So the idea of knight c3 here is to control the center and again to support his undefended e4 pawn and again developing a piece. So here if the black capture the pawn with d takes to e4, there is simple knight takes to e4, and we shall see in this position now that this knight dominates now the board on the center. So if the black here plays a passive move which is knight to d7 with an intention to have support on f6 after playing knight f6 on the next move, because after this move it actually prevents any double pawn on the f file. But after knight d7 there is simple developing move for white which is bishop to c4 with an intention to pressure down the f7. So if the black here plays the move knight g to f6, which is his intention by playing this knight first before the knight g to f6, but there's simple knight g5 for white, in which it actually double up an attack to the f7 pawn with only one defender, which is the king. But if the black here defend with e6, trying to disconnect now the connection of these pieces to the f7, but there is simple queen to e2. And if the black here tries to shoo away our knight on g5, but there is simple sacrifice move after knight takes f7 and delivering a fork technique on the f7 square. So after the black here grab that knight, but there is simple queen takes e6. So this queen was actually supported by the bishop. So the only square he can go is this g6 square. But after king g6, again there is bishop to d3, giving a check again. He cannot cover with the knight because this knight was actually pinned down by the queen. So the only square he can go after this check is king to h5. But after just 11 moves, the black king here was defeated through checkmate by queen h3 checkmate. Because this king cannot escape the check, he cannot cover, and he cannot capture these checking pieces. So going back, for example, after e4, c6, d4, d5, the white here will simply play knight c3, our modern variation on this Caro-Kann defense, and our variation against this type of defense, which is the Caro-Kann defense. And again, for example, after d takes e4, knight takes e4, even though the black here can try another move instead of playing d7, but again, playing directly to knight f6, but there's simple queen to d3, supporting our knight on e4. And for example, after e5, we can simply grab that pawn and again attacking this knight. And for example, if the black here will tries to avoid any queen exchanges and again tries to equalize the material by a queen to a5 check with double attack, again attack the king and to the pawn, but there is simple bishop to d2, and after queen takes to e5, although the black here successfully equalized the material, but the white here can simply castle on the queen side. Although the white here forgot to defend his knight, which has only one defender versus two attacker, but if the black here grab that knight, there is a simple queen sacrifice on d8. And after queen to d8, there is a check. And the only defense against the check is to capture the checking pieces. But there is a double check. So if there is a double check, the only defense against the check is to escape the check. For example, if the black here plays king to e8, but there is rook d8 checkmate, because this rook was actually supported by the bishop. So if the king escape to the c7 square, but again there is bishop to d8 checkmate. So in just 11 moves, again the black here was actually been defeated through checkmate. So after e4, c6, d4, knight c3, d takes e4, knight takes e4, although the black here can try another move, which is to play bishop to f5 instead of playing knight d7 or knight f6. Let's say for example after bishop to f5, but there is simple bishop to d3, supporting our knight against from the attack of the bishop. And again with an intention to play knight d6 check and tries to win the pair bishop on this position. So if the black here retreat to g6, but there is queen to e2. And again, after knight to d7, there is knight d6 checkmate. Because after knight to d6, there is no escape to the check and capture the checking pieces because the pawn was actually pinned down by the queen on e2 and he cannot cover the check by the knight. So it is already now checkmate after 7 moves. So again, for example, after e4, c6, d4, and after d5, again, we will still play knight c3 against this opening with this variation, which is the so-called modern variation, because after d takes e4, knight takes e4, although he can play, for example, knight to d7, but still we can play bishop to c4. Or even we can try another move, for example, after playing queen to e2. The idea here is, again, it is the same from the latter moves. For example, after this position, if the black here plays knight g to f6 because there is knight d6 checkmate. Because he cannot cover the check by the knight, he cannot escape the checking pieces, he cannot capture because there is a queen to e2. So it is already now a checkmate in just 6 moves. So just a conclusion, for example, on this video, after e4, c6, the Caro-Kann defense, our variation here against that solid defense is simple by playing the move d4, and after d5, we will play the modern variation with knight c3, and again, we can easily win with white with this kind of variation because after d takes to e4, knight takes to e4, and again, by following some couple of moves, we can easily get a checkmate against the black king, for example, on this position. So I hope you enjoyed this video and please don't forget to subscribe.